When I was told I was HIV positive, I kind of went numb. I didn't know how to react. All I had to do was keep reminding myself that it wasn't a death sentence anymore.
I didn't have a reaction because I was so ill that I do not remember being told. I was so ill that I was in ICU and I had tubes in every part of my body except my ears, and I ended up having encephalitis. I had lesions on my brain, so I was out of it probably for 4 or 5 months.
Well, for me, and in my case, my buddy and I, we went in to get tested, and we knew there was a 99.9% chance we'd both be positive, and found out 3 days later. And it was more like a foregone conclusion due to the fact that so many of our friends were dying left, right, and center in downtown Toronto. I'd say roughly 40 years, since about 1985. And I was asymptomatic for many, many years. And the doctors couldn't figure out why I was asymptomatic when all my friends were dying off.
When they told me, I was mostly in shock. Mostly mad at myself that something like that could have happened, and then I just thought, well, there's nothing I can do to change it, so I'm just gonna have to live with it, and that is what I have been doing ever since then. That was in 2018.
When I was first told I was HIV positive, I pretty much already knew. I knew, but when the words came out of the doctor's mouth, I started crying. So, yeah. I was 19 and didn't know enough about the realities of HIV, so I thought it was going to completely change my life. But it didn't.
In 2020, treatment's totally different than it was years ago. Now it's really only, for the most part, one pill once a day, and it's fairly straightforward. And looking into the future, we're seeing things like injectable drugs that will give treatment, once a month. All these new treatments are coming through, and it's becoming a lot easier and a lot more convenient for patients.
Or if someone hears that you have HIV, they automatically assume you're going to die, and soon. And people don't realize now that you can live a fairly normal life by taking these pills.
We learned a lot along the way, and what we actually learned is that if you can treat the virus and reduce the amount of virus that is in someone, then you can actually prevent it from going from one person to the other. So what we're really saying now is anyone who's on treatment for HIV, they can actually not really pass that on to another person.
Almost right away, my partner disclosed when I realized that my partner was undetectable. We pursued the relationship.
I went from losing friends and family when I disclosed my status, so it reinforced that to me that it's something I should be ashamed of. But the more I shared my journey with people, the more strength I got within being, as opposed to being ashamed of being HIV positive. I'm proud that I'm HIV positive because it has really shown me how strong of a person I am, what I can overcome.
It's just something that I have. It doesn't affect me now. I can just live with it and be able to do normal stuff like other normal people do.
My view of the future right now is just surviving, and taking my pill, one pill a day. That's my big job right now, to take one pill once a day.
It's been a real journey of self-discovery, finding my strengths within myself, and turning a negative into a positive. I went from my life is over to today, where I now work for OHAS, which is an ASO organization for Indigenous people. So now I have my turn to give back and give somebody that ray of hope that you're going to be just fine as long as you take your medication.